Right, I'm going to call order now.
Order!
Purpose being here, because we're going to talk about the pubs on the wood, which many of us know and remember well. And if anybody's got a story, we'll go through them, what pubs we can remember. I mean, many of them look mostly all gone now. We'll go through and see what are still open. And then anybody who remembers, we've got a lady here from the Yeoman who used to be, who can probably enlighten us to what it was like from the bar person's point of view. How many people you gave the ticket to, yeah? Because you don't hear that no more, do you? Giving the ticket. And if you go a little bit further back, they used to put your photograph on. This guy comes in here, he's not to be served, right? So, let's see what pubs. Now, we went through them earlier, right? And let's see if we can add to this list. And then we'll go through them and see if anybody's got any memories of that particular pub. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, Debs, right. Oika, Merrymaker, Trusty Servant, Greenwood, Southern Cross, Happy Trooper, Centurion, that's still here, but it's, as I say, it's a tank now on the side instead of a Roman Centurion. Yeah. Aquarius, the old Aquarius, it changed its name. Does anybody know what it changed its name to?
Woodies.
Remember what it was famous for when it first opened?
Yeah, I think that
It was the old butler saw. They had a machine down there, you know, the old machine. The Yeoman. Yeah, Andrew remembers the Yeoman worked in there, yeah. The Roundhouse. Strange name for a pub because we've had a few drinks to go round and round and you did it there. Right, the Princell. Now here's a pub that was dear to my heart, right? And the name means nothing to what the pub was like. It was called the Friendly.
Yes, the Friendly.
The Friendly.
Yeah, a bit like the Happy Trooper.
It was, yeah. Various fights took place in there. Some of them took place in the river, but we'll tell you about that later. And then you had the clubs, didn't you? You had the Catholic Club, Conservative Club, the Banbury Club, and of course the Labour Club. Any more clubs?
Yeah. Was that one on Town Centre?
Yeah, what was that one?
When you walked in, it looked like all the fluff showed up on your shirt and stuff, you know what I mean?
Oh, right. There was a discotheque on Chelmsley Wood.
There was?
Does anybody remember what the
discotheque?
Does anybody remember the name of the discotheque?
I'm trying to think.
I remember it. There was a stairway up to it.
It was in the bingo hall.
It was a bingo hall secondly,
that's right.
but it was actually called, which was a mad thing to call it, it was called the Hard Rock. The Hard Rock Disco. It turned into a bit of a pub as well, because what happened was, you see, you could go in there and you could have shorts at half the price. Anybody got any stories on the Oika?
Yeah.
Go on.
Remember a bloke called Kenny Dickey, fireman there? You got a nose over your
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember the nose.
He was a really hard man, he was.
Yeah.
And one night, I was in there, and there was a bloke come in, I was just telling him, he put his point on the one-armed bandit.
Yeah.
And Kenny Dickey leaned over the counter and said, would you mind taking the point off the machine? He said, because if it falls on it, it wrecks the machine.
Yeah.
So the bloke just carried on playing the machine. And about 5 minutes later, he said, I asked you nicely, he said, would you mind taking your point off the machine? He said. He ignored him completely. So
yeah.
Kenny Dick got him round his body and rammed his head through the machine. And I thought, we all thought, well, hang on, he just said he thought about the beer on the machine. And he put his head through the machine. And not only that, he dragged him out the back and he dragged him through the back door. If you remember the eye got a back door, Mr. Warning, and he had the Mountford there. You remember the Mountford?
I do, yeah.
There was a gap over there, and I was working for BT at the time. I went to do some work on a cabinet there, and I went to knock the door and I had to go park my van on this car park. And it was this Kenny Dickey. He got his arm in a sling, black eyes. Then I said, hello Kenny, is that you? He says, yeah. He said, I know you from the Oika. I said, oh, okay. I said, who done that to you? He said, his husband caught me last night. He said, with a baseball bat. He said, I didn't have the nerve to fight him back. He got me red-handed, he said. He broke his arm, you know, I mean, Kenny Dick would have hit this bloke, apparently, but he said, no, he fair cop, he said, he got me.
He was like that though, wasn't he? Like fair cop.
He was a big bloke though, he
Yeah,
was Kenny.
yeah.
He must have known, he was huge. I think he's dead now, you know.
Going back to the Ica, one night Johnny and I were in there, and there was a guy there with a dog by the bar, and the dog's looking like, you know, so I was distracted. Right, one man, one dog, don't touch. And about 5 minutes later, the guy come running through the pub on a bike and
Shot it.
and I says, Ron, what are we doing in here? You know, I had some guy, because I want to stroke the dog,
Yeah.
to be, you know, and then this guy, I'm sure he picked a bunch of money back.
I'd say another with the Ica when it's opened, it was a 4-star pub, did you know that? That's a 4-star
Yeah,
pub,
apparently it was the pub to be.
And after about,
It was rough.
we started going up there, and his wife used to walk around in an evening gown, you know, to the floor, really nice.
The landlord did.
No, the one. He just wore a nice
Only on a Saturday.
Very modern.
with his lipstick run out.
They had standards.
But this man come in one day at a time with his overalls and sat on a stool. Dirty overalls. So she done no more, asked him to get off the chair and took the stool and took him behind the bar. And about 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, he brought his wife in, this bloke. So she come from behind the bar with his stool and said, this is for you to sit on. And she said, well, firstly, when your husband came in there a few weeks ago, his dirty and sat on that. He said, so now your wife knows what it's like for somebody else's wife to sit on it. And she let her sit there on it. Yeah, she wouldn't stand for no nonsense. She was, I know he was only a little bloke, but yeah, I can't remember the name, but it was a 4-star pub that was when it first opened.
Same with velvet curtains.
Yeah, there was a velvet curtain up the windows.
So what year was that then?
Well, it's been a long while, isn't it? We've been up there 45 years. So.
I had velvet
It was
curtains up the
all
windows
on-
of the Merrymaker.
It was all on one level, weren't it, Phil? It was all on
Oh, one level, yeah.
It was
like
all
a
together,
big
yeah.
bungalow, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a sloping roof.
That's
didn't it,
right.
as well? Yeah.
But towards the end, the lighting weren't that good. They had all this dark lighting because what you do, no? So you got to the stage
called mood lighting.
where nobody, right, was really buying much beer because the reason they had all the dark lights is because everybody was smoking. They should have been smoking.
Queuing the deals.
And you doing the deals. And Bob used to go in, didn't he? Yeah. Father-in-law, and he'd go in. And you walk in there and you didn't have to have a drink, so you just walk in. Take it to you, as high as a kite, wouldn't you? But they brought a guy in, didn't they, Robbie? Remember the guy they brought in from the... he was known for cleaning up pubs.
Yes.
He was a little wiry guy who had 2 altercations
Yeah.
and a baseball bat.
Do you remember the other time he was in there? When a fight broke out,
Oh,
there was a
that
big
one.
guy who was totally out of his head.
Oh, yeah.
And just because he's fight, he wanted to get involved. Nothing to do with him. Flew across like
That was the
Superman,
old fella,
didn't he?
about 18, and he came like...
Imagine. And I'm thinking, well, I'm staying out of this, you know. And he's got on the floor and he ran
Flew across.
boom, and he ran just looking good.
It was a standoff, weren't
She
it?
obviously went back.
Yeah. The gaffer didn't know because just
He was the next copper.
he left. He was next because what they'd done was they'd had a lot of trouble in there, so they brought in this guy who was known for cleaning up, tidying, you know, sorting things out, and he came with 2 Alsatians, and like you go down there. And yeah, it was good, he'd sorted it out, but nobody went in there. There was hardly anybody went in there. But they thought they'd clean it out, and then they put that big policeman in, didn't
That's
they?
right.
And, well, you know the last night down there.
That's when it got really rough.
Well, what happened was...
It was a really rough pub, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. We went down that night, you're on about the guy flew from the... It was the old guy in the corner who was drinking a milk stout, and he came... Because all on different levels, weren't it, the Ike? And he came flying, I don't know when he stood on the table first, but it was like a Cape Crusader, weren't he? But apart from that, it was a cracking pub. It was
4-star.
Plenty of
4-star,
entertainment.
4-star.
Plenty of entertainment by the sounds. Yeah, but what else happened? Because there weren't people helping themselves on that night.
I mean, I'll tell you the rest of it if you want me. You see, there was a couple. Well, I'll go into detail a bit. There was a couple. It was a terrible atmosphere, right? And he says that no, they've got me keys, they've got this, that, and the other. He says, I hate them. He says, I'm going back on the building site tomorrow. I'm packing it. He said, I was a police constable for so long. He says, and I'd rather be on a building site than do this. He said, and he says, well, I'll tell you what. Me and Rob, we said, well, I'll tell you what, we'll stop to you to the end. You know what I mean? In case something happens. And there was a couple up at the bar. They were getting on a few years in the age, and he was absolutely stoned out of his head. He was the one guy, and his wife, she'd had a few to drink as well, and he kept on saying to the gaffer, didn't he, you're a coward, you ought to go round there and sort them out. If that was my pub, I'd sort them out and all this business. So he took the notice, and he kept insulting him, and then when he came round, it sounds terrible, doesn't it, this, but right, when he came round to collect his glass, the guy has a poke at him, but he's trying to cover him, he steps to one side, and he hits him, didn't he? Robin, and he splattered his nose, and there was like blood everywhere.
Nice place.
But and everybody said,
I'm really sorry I missed it.
I'm laughing, but we helped him up. We helped him up, and he said, I'm ever so sorry. The guy, no, the wife apologised at first, and he says, no, I can understand it, but that was it. He says, I hit him because he was going to hit me. That was what it was, wasn't it? And he hadn't forgot it though, so the next time he came round to get this glass, he did catch him this time, so and that's when the fight broke out, wasn't it?
On the last night?
Yeah. And so he got up, he wiped his nose, so there was 10 blokes there with blood going. Oh, it was horrible, the blood was going in the beard. These were all these guys had found it highly amusing at the table. So he decided to call a truce. And he says, come on, I'll buy everybody a drink. There weren't that many in the pub, only this group, me, Robbie, and this couple, and this guy, Batman, that would flow across. Yeah. So we all got together, but nobody was happy with anybody. And it was terrible, we just all stood there, really quiet, waiting for it to start again. And the very next day, we heard that he actually, he went, didn't he? He did what they used to call a moonlight split, which was quite common on Chelmsley Wood years ago.
Yeah, gaffers used to just disappear, don't they?
They did, yeah. And also, when on Chelmsley Wood, the other moonlight flicks that used to happen was everybody used to go to, there used to be a lot of furniture shops on there. Do you remember them? There was Kenton's, there was, what else were there? Was Williams's. Because everybody had moved into these houses from back houses, and and of course the Providence, everybody had everything on the knock, didn't they? So what they'd do, like, they wouldn't be able to pay for it. So the next day they'd leave the curtains up, and do a moonlight flit and check everything out the house and go somewhere else.